I had Carolyn Wright to promise me a Chamber of Commerce day, and as badly as we need the rain, she said the rain was more important. So we're inside. Thank you all for being here. There's water and refreshments in the back room, and it's actually cooler there. There's fewer politicians in the back room, so it makes it a little bit cooler. We got folks here from the state, from the Regional Commission. If you're a member of the Economic Development Board, will you raise your hand? Thank you all for being here. If you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, would you raise your hand? If you're a member of the Industrial Building Authority, will you raise your hand? Thank you all for being here. This is a joint effort on everybody's part. When you start talking about project slope, then you have to talk about state projects with economic help from the state of Georgia. When you're out talking, people say, oh yeah, sure, there's something like that coming here. And you have to refer to it as a project name, not the name of the company. So we're excited about Interroll. It first came out in the AJC today online. I think you said you saw it, and a couple other people saw it, so that's exciting. We've got a host of people to speak today. I just want to say I think this is a real windfall for Paulding County. It will move us forward in the manufacturing industry. They'll become the third largest, maybe the largest someday. As we look at this, the state offered an opportunity zone, and that opportunity zone allows state tax credits that really incentivize companies to want to be here. So part of Interroll being here is part of the opportunity zone, and I have to thank the mayor of Dallas, Boyd Austin, working with me on that. And it follows the census tract. So some people may say, why did you leave out Hiram? Well, it's going to be in Hiram. It's going to be located there. But the census tract didn't show that we could include parts of Hiram in it. I'm excited now to introduce Jamie Gilbert, who has hit the ground running from more than a year ago as our economic director. He's a second generation. It's in his DNA, it's in his bloodline. His dad did this, and he's good at what he does. So I'd like to introduce Jamie Gilbert.
Thank you, David. I want to welcome our allies, friends, team members. This is certainly a great day for Paulding County, and it will be remembered as a very historic and momentous day for us and our economic development efforts. I want to personally recognize and thank some of the people that have made this day possible. Certainly our Commission Chairman, David Austin, our Chamber President, Carolyn Delamont, our IBA Executive Director, Blake Swafford, Carl Campbell, our existing industry project manager from the Georgia Department of Economic Development, and Chris Parsons, who is the plant manager of the Interroll facility here in Hiram. We made a great team for this project, and we could not have done it without the support that you all have given us. I would also be remiss if I did not acknowledge several other folks that were key to this project. Tim McGill, who is the president of North America and South American operations for Interroll. Colin Brown, who is the Interroll local consultant that we worked with from the beginning. And Mike Ray of Panattoni Development, who served as our development consultant throughout the process. These individuals all believed in Paulding County, and they worked with us around the clock for this project, and we are thankful that they were part of that process. Today, we are truly blessed to have a company the caliber of Interroll select Paulding for its new North American Center of Excellence. Founded in 1959 in Germany and now headquartered in Switzerland, Interroll has over 1,500 employees in 29 facilities around the world. They are the world's leading manufacturer and supplier of conveyor systems and components, and there's an excellent chance that at some point throughout the day, you have encountered an Interroll conveyor product, or at least had a product that at one time rolled across one of their conveyor systems. They're located in airports, courthouses, grocery stores, distribution facilities, and food processing plants. Clients and customers include UPS, Coca-Cola, FedEx, the United States Postal Service, Amazon, and Walmart, just to name a few. Interroll's decision is a clear validation of our economic development efforts and signifies that Paulding County is a premier location for business. The facility will initially employ 70 associates, and that number is probably conservative. The operation will be the third largest manufacturer in Paulding County, and the 93,000 square foot facility will be our biggest manufacturing complex in the county. The Center of Excellence is not just a manufacturing operation, but it's a showroom facility that will bring in customers from throughout North America to see Interroll's conveyors operating in a working environment. These visitors will see Paulding County, they will stay in Paulding County, they will eat in Paulding County, and that is more dollars that will be put back into our local economy. Interroll is the Paulding Commerce Park's first tenant and likely going to be our anchor tenant. Their decision to select Paulding and the park as its new home already is paying huge dividends in the recruitment of other international companies and corporations to Paulding. From the beginning, Interroll sought to be our partner in these efforts by offering their assistance in the recruitment of their customers and suppliers to Paulding. We welcome them as part of the Paulding team. I can't stress enough how the commitment of the Paulding County Commissioners, the cities of Dallas and Hiram, Paulding County Chamber of Commerce, and the IBA are why we are here today. By coming together for the purpose of creating jobs and investments, they have provided the foundation and direction that allows us to market Paulding County to the world. They have allowed us to produce the real estate product required to accommodate companies the caliber of Interroll and to extend the performance-based incentives. I'm going to say that again, performance-based incentives necessary to compete with other counties, states, and countries for these high-level projects. I can assure you that a year ago, Interroll's Center of Excellence would have ended up in either Fulton, Douglas, or Cobb counties, or another state, or even another country. However, by investing in the creation of an economic development team and giving us the tools needed to be successful, we began to put the pieces together to make Paulding a competitive and attractive location for the project. Prior to that commitment, the lack of an organized business recruitment effort, industrial product, and incentives not only had us off Interroll's radar screen, but almost every other project looking throughout the metro area and Georgia. Our investment in economic development, proactive attitude, the IBA's acquisition and development of property for business parks, and creating an arsenal of incentives such as the Opportunity Zone and property tax abatements were game changers. Interroll had essentially written off Paulding County because none of those things existed at the time of their search. Whether it was a perfect storm or just good timing, the Paulding cavalry arrived in the nick of time. Not only did we get ourselves in the game, we proceeded to slam the door shut on the competition, and we won. I want to thank the team for making that happen. What is now emerging in Paulding is a corporate corridor that has a new energy and, quite frankly, a cool persona that is making Paulding County a desirable market, competitive location, and outstanding location for business. The corridor is identified as the new Wellstar Paulding Hospital, Atlanta Film Studio, the Paulding Commerce Park, Bill Carruth and East Hiram Parkways, and the Hiram retail area. The corridor provides the resources, amenities, and corporate image desired by many international manufacturers, just like Interroll. I want to conclude by saying how thankful we are that Interroll has selected Paulding County. The company is extremely successful and financially strong because they are conservative and they make smart investments. Their selection of Paulding speaks volumes about our business climate, opportunities available in Paulding, the leadership here, and our future. Today will be remembered as the day that Paulding County emerged as an economic development player. In just 10 short months, We've announced 6 projects. Actually, it's going to be 7 because we now have an expansion taking place from Simmons Engineering that came in yesterday. And that project is done. They're going to be part of the Opportunity Zone, and they're going to add a few new positions out there. But the point is that these projects will create over 200 new jobs, private investment of over $27 million, annual payroll of over $9.5 million, and the average salary for all of these projects, for all 6, is $47,000 a year. That is 57% higher than the average salary of employed individuals in Paulding County. Those are amazing numbers. This is truly a historic day for Paulding, but mark it down. There are going to be many more of these days ahead. To quote Bob Dylan, the times they are a-changin', and I want to thank you all for your support and being here today.
You can tell he has a passion for what he does. This doesn't happen when we don't mention everybody that's part of the team or helped with this, but 2 of our commissioners are here, David Barnett and Tommy Graham.
I am standing up.
Thank you all for being here. Representative Braddock, thank you for being here. A great day. Now I'd like to ask Commissioner Mark Butler, Department of Labor, if you would come up and say a few words. And also, Fred, thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
As I look around the room, half the people here are my cousins, so thank you.
Well, I don't know what else I can add from that last. I mean, that was pretty much summed it up. But I can tell you that I'm very proud of what I've seen going on here in Paulding County, and the rest of the state has noticed. I can promise you that. A lot of y'all may not know this, but at one time I spent part of my previous career working in this area in Hiram and Dallas and Paulding County. And so I've seen this county grow as one of the neighbors from where I'm from, just south of here. And you guys definitely will look back on this day and you will see that this was the start of a new Paulding County. The things that y'all have set out to do, you're doing it. And the reason why you are is because of the right attitude and the ability for the people of this county to work together. You guys are doing it right, and other people will take notice of how you get things done and will want to copy and be like you. You've got great elected leadership here. When you see, it's not very often, of course, you guys have kind of an inside track on this, but it's not very often that you see county and city governments and other city governments work together like this. It is rare, I'm here to tell you. I see it all the time. You get that, what I call the Friday night football mentality. I think y'all all know what that is. We're us against them. You know what? This is not about us against them. This is about the people of your community, of your county, and helping them. And you guys have got it right. And you're on the right track. We're very proud to have Interroll here, and I want to thank Interroll for choosing West Georgia, my home out here, and I want you to know that you will have a partner in the Department of Labor to help and not be a hindrance when anything that you want to do and any of the goals that you want to set. We'll be a part of the solutions, not the problems. But I just want to say that I can tell you the state of Georgia is proud of what you guys are doing out here. It is this type of work by the people, the boots on the ground. We're going to help Georgia be strong again. We were one of the fastest and strongest states before the recession, and because of projects like this, we're going to be the fastest and strongest state when we come out of it. So thank you.
When you look around the room, you know it's a team effort when competitors come together to make this happen. You see Georgia Power and you see Greystone. You see AT&T and you see Verizon. And these people compete for business, but when they all come together, they make things happen, and it's enough for everybody. At this point in time, I'd like to bring our president of our Chamber of Commerce, Carolyn Wright. She's been a great team member. When we start talking about these kind of jobs, when you take over as commission chairman, there's sort of a learning curve. And I didn't have to go through a lot of that because of the leadership that was here from Boyd in the city of Dallas and Carolyn's leadership, we became certified work ready. We became camera ready for the film industry. We became a certified county of ethics. This is all these people coming together. So like Carolyn Wright, President of our Chamber of Commerce, can speak.
Don't let the notebook fool you. I just can't see like Jamie can. Good morning. On behalf of the Paulding Chamber of Commerce, we welcome all of you here today and congratulate our member Interroll on their decision to expand their U.S. operations right here in Paulding. This is not only an exciting venture to create new jobs in the community, but those new jobs created will positively impact existing businesses and grow them as well. One of the many things that makes Paulding attractive to new employers is our 2010 certification of a Georgia work-ready community, proving that we have the skilled workforce that is necessary to fill the jobs that are created. An estimated 6,000 citizens in manufacturing jobs are among the 76% of residents in Paulding that are leaving our county for work elsewhere each day. With the support of local partners such as Chattahoochee Technical College and their Quick Start program, which provides customized first-rate training services at no cost to new or expanding businesses, Paulding is positioned to attract the types of quality jobs that Interroll brings. We look forward to continuing to serve Interroll and all of the members of the Paulding Chamber of Commerce as we promote, support, and improve the general business environment of the county and help stimulate the local economy.
You know, when you start looking at companies like Envelope Superstore, Interroll, and the film studio, not long ago, they said, where is security for the film studio? You know, down at this one and down at that one, they have police that are all out in the parking lot. We don't need that. And one reason we don't need that is we got Sheriff Gullidge here and Ashley Henson that have kept our county safe, and the crime rate is low, and that's very attractive for companies to come here. So Sheriff, my hat's off to you. Thank you very much for the job you do. And Ashley, at this time, I'd like to ask the head of our airport authority and our industrial building authority to come forward. Blake Swafford. Blake, Carolyn, and Jamie have all worked hand in hand. This is for Commission Chairman. This is a dream come true. So thank you, Blake.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Since Interroll is originally a German-based company, I've been trying to brush off my German, so guten Morgen. Maybe someday I get an opportunity to go over there and visit with them. I wanted to start off by saying a couple of thank yous myself. I think someone mentioned teamwork, didn't they? Didn't somebody mention teamwork? We don't get to where we're at today without a tremendous amount of teamwork. And there are so many people who have been involved in this, going back 10 years ago, believe it or not. This project, if you believe it or not, started 10 years ago. Not with Interroll, but with a gentleman by the name of Mike Jones, who's our current county administrator, having the foresight to see that the property that Interroll will be located on today was going to be some very valuable property. It was going to be located on a new road that was being developed by the County Department of Transportation that was then known as West Hiram Parkway and is now Bill Carruth Parkway. And Mr. Jones having the foresight to start work on an upgrade of a sewer plant so that this property would not have to be used as a spray field, but could be converted to something that would be more valuable for the county and would benefit the citizens of Paulding County. So this is a true partnership. This property several years ago was just a spray field and was owned by the County Water and Sewer Authority. The Water and Sewer Authority, with the backing of our Board of Commissioners, transferred that property to the Industrial Building Authority to allow us the opportunity to develop this as a Class A park for Paulding County, and really our only Class A park in the county. So I want to say thank you to those folks, the Board of Commissioners, for their support. And I'd also be remiss if I didn't recognize Mr. C.B. Fair, who's over here to my right. Thank you, CB. Some of you may or may not know that CB was the chairman of our Industrial Building Authority for many, many years, and certainly a lot of these efforts started up underneath his leadership, so thank you. I wanted to take just a brief moment to give you a little bit of background on what we're doing in the Industrial Building Authority to make projects like Interroll a reality in Paulding County. In the last 24 months alone, we have acquired this 130 acres on Bill Carruth Parkway, which will be a Class A park, 110 acres at the airport, which will be an airport technology park, 120 acres off West Memorial Drive here in Dallas, that will be an industrial park, and 50 acres off of Macklin Road that will be an industrial park as well. So if you took a look back 2 or 3 years ago and Interroll came to town at that point in time, there wouldn't have been a whole lot we could have done for them. There really wouldn't have been anything that we could have offered them. But we have positioned ourselves today in conjunction with our partners to have the facilities available to offer these companies, to have the parks available, to have the land available, to have the incentives available. And that puts us on a playing field with any community, not only in the state, not only in the country, but in the world. So through Jamie's leadership with the Economic Development Organization and the leadership of the county and the leadership of the Industrial Building Authority, we're going to be going after these projects daily. This will be the first of many, many announcements to come in the future. And I'm just tremendously excited as a native Paulding Countyan, as a Paulding County patriot from Paulding County High School, to be involved in this opportunity and the many, many other opportunities that are coming to Paulding County. So I want to thank each one of you for being here. Your being here shows your level of interest and your level of involvement, and it's desperately needed, and we thank you so very much for it. I want to say one word about the election coming up. This announcement today, a lot of folks will probably look at this and think that this is somehow politically related. And I want you to know that this announcement today started 4 years ago. It started 4 years ago under a campaign to promote economic development in Paulding County. And this is simply the culmination of 4 years of very, very hard work by a tremendous number of people, many of you in the room today. So I thank you. I thank you for your involvement in the county, and thank you to Interroll for showing their trust in Paulding County. And Panattoni, if I didn't mention Panattoni, I'd be in a lot of trouble. So thank you, Panattoni. They're a world-class partner, and we're tremendously happy to have them on board with us. Thank you very much.
I'll close by saying thank you, Northwest Georgia, for being here. A lot of things have happened through that 15-county organization. The Neighborhood Stabilization Program, where Paulding received something close to $5 million. We took an active role in that, showed some leadership, and received money to get foreclosed houses off the market and get it back in so it's affordable housing for public safety and teachers. The other thing that happened through Northwest Georgia is approximately $7 million in fiber network being put throughout the county. So if you wonder what's happening on the sides of our roads, if it's not City of Dallas putting in a water line, it's probably fiber being put in so that we can offer that to all these companies all over the world so they are connected with Europe and South America. So a great effort from Northwest Georgia. Thank you guys for being here. Something like $7 million, so that part's exciting. I'd like to thank my county attorney, Jason Phillips, for being here. I usually ask for forgiveness and say, Jason, could I do that? Or I did this, now what do we do? But Jason keeps us straight. He's been a great partner to sit beside me at commission meetings and give me the great legal advice. Thank you all for being here today. I think it's a great moment for Paulding County. It is, we're on the verge of many, many great things. When I spoke with the AJC, I think they quoted me in the paper saying we're on fire. When you think about a film studio and you think about a Wellstar hospital to offer 300 to 500 new jobs, Mr. Commissioner, that's exciting. I was out on the campus yesterday, and They're in the process of drilling with Mark Haney, I may say, that has led this effort, 210 wells. This will be a geothermal heat and cool facility, one of the first in the United States. Part of a Pebble project that will bring all kinds of tourism to our county to see this great hospital and things that are happening with it. So Mark Haney, thank you very much. I think you were the catalyst to get all this other stuff started. He could have gone anywhere within Wellstar that he wanted to go. And he saw the potential of being here in Paulding. As part of the Northwest Georgia Regional Commission, there's 15 counties. We're the largest populated county in that 15 counties. So your vote's important. You can start controlling the way governors' elections turn out, and legislature and in Congress. And people pay attention when you're the largest county in that whole region. So I want to thank you all for being here today. I would like to take some time for us to go in the back and enjoy each other's company and ask more about Interroll and answer some questions. So I will say this press conference is over, and thank you for your attendance.